Are you serious? That's some really good coffee this morning. I hope you're doing great this morning. Thank you for your prayers. We're feeling stronger and stronger every day, and we praise God for that. Well, there is a rumor on the street. Word on the street is that Russian nuclear units are on the move, and that non-essential citizens have been told to leave the area in Syria. And supposedly, Vladimir Putin is ready to retaliate against the ISIS, who may have shot down this Russian airline jet called Metrolink that was supposedly, maybe, rumors are that it was shot down. Now, here's the thing about it. There's no confirmation that this jet was shot down over the Sinai Peninsula that caused 224 people to lose their lives. There's no confirmation by any government that that happened. ISIS is claiming that they did it. Now, the United States is saying it's impossible to do. But we know that's not true, because the Malaysian airliner that flew over eastern Ukraine was shot down. And matter of fact, after all the pieces were pulled back together and reassembled, it was confirmed that it was shot down by a surface-to-air missile. So it is doable, but you have to have a really good, sophisticated equipment to pull that off. But we know ISIS has this equipment, because when Barack Obama gave the radical Islamic terrorists a 14-month head start and said, look, in 14 months we're leaving Iraq, and we did, and we left billions of dollars worth of military hardware sitting in the sands of Iraq, ISIS picked it up and started using it. And the question is, did the CIA train a lot of these ISIS mercenaries? Somebody trained them, because somebody had to teach them how to go through the steps of protocol to be actually able to engage and make these missiles work, make the tanks go, take over the armored vehicles. I mean, look, you can't do that without knowing the protocol codes. So America is real quick to say, no, this airline was not shot down. But we know it can be done. And we know ISIS is claiming they've got video to prove they did it. Now, here's one thing I do know. Russia and Egypt are denying that it was shot down. At least they don't believe it was. Yet rumors are that Putin has nuclear units on the move. Matter of fact, in response to the purported downing of the Russian civilian airliner in the Sinai there in Egypt, the Kremlin is now poised for a nuclear strike on sites controlled by the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. And there is reports that they may just do that. I think it's a rumor. I don't believe that Putin would actually use nuclear weapons on ISIS in Syria, because of the massive devastation and fallout from that. Plus, the political fallout from that would be insane. The world would condemn Russia in a mighty way. But then again, Putin doesn't really care what the world thinks. He has masterfully crafted a world-changing military strategy that's working. He's got control of the Black Sea. He took back Crimea without firing a shot. He has eastern Ukraine surrounded and choking it off. And he invaded Syria, locked arms with the Iranians, teamed up with Hezbollah, and told the Americans to get their planes out of the sky, while he parades and now is controlling the borders of Syria, even to the point that Turkey is nervous. We realize that Vladimir Putin he's a game changer, and so would he reach down and pull the trigger on a nuke? I don't think so, but I won't rule anything out in this hostile world, and we're one nuke explosion away from World War III. So it's dangerous what's going on right now. You got the Chinese on the move. There's Chinese warships just docked in, I believe, Jacksonville, Florida. And I'm not going to say they're warships. I have to check that. But Russian fleet Chinese fleet of some sort did dock in Jacksonville. Now, I don't know if that's just a routine situation or what. Again, we're getting information from people on Facebook and Twitter. We're getting eyewitness accounts of some of this stuff taking place. So we know that there's certainly a stirring. There's no question. Chinese had 5 warships just off the west coast not long ago. Russia has had nuclear subs parked off the coast of Syria. We know that Russia's had submarines over on the Atlantic coast. We know that there's been Russian submarines down off the coast of Florida near Cuba. We know there was a Russian sub in the Gulf of Mexico. We know the Russians have had subs over by Alaska and over by the West Coast. I mean, there's no question. The assets are moving around everywhere, both American, Chinese, and Russia, and Syria. Syria is what my son calls hell on earth. When you have ISIS, the Free Syrian Army rebels, Iran, Russia, President Assad's army, Al-Qaeda, Al-Nusra, and now 50 special ops boots on the ground from the United States. Israel constantly keeping a close eye on the borders close to Syria and Israel. Egypt is on red alert. This is becoming a dangerous, dangerous scenario with many players now moving. That's the word on the street. Rumor has it. Russian nukes on the move. We're going to talk about all of this tonight on my Sunday night live broadcast. Please don't miss it. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. This will be a power-packed broadcast. We've got to get, who knows what will happen between now and tonight. That's how dangerous things are getting. Are you saved? We're on the brink of the beast and World War III. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We are running out of time, and the Lord's coming soon.